Hi guys! It's time for a gigantinormous BKSK shout-out to our latest special Patreon supporter. She's from Cape Town, our favorite town in the world. She's 6 years old. She loves art and crafts, and she just started grade 1. And her name is Lily Payne. Thank you, Lily. And thanks to all of our wonderful Patreon supporters. You really keep this podcast going. Remember, we have more than 50 episodes, some unreleased and some archived on our Patreon feed, in addition to all the normal episodes. To find out more, just go to patreon.com and search for By Kids for Kids Storytime, or just go to our website, bykidsforkids.co. Today, we are joined by a really great group of kids.
Hi, my name is Doran. I live in Iceland. I'm 6 years old and I'm good at gymnastics.
Hi, my name is Mia from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I really like bunnies.
Hi, my name is Marlene Miller, and I'm from San Francisco and Freiburg, Germany. I really like to draw.
Hi, my name is Melody. I live in Iceland. I am 8 years old and I really like circus.
It's so wonderful to have you guys performing with us. It's so special for us that even in this pesky lockdown, we are connecting with so many kids from around the world. If you would like to perform with us, just go to bykidsforkids.co and click on audition. And now, let's get on with the story. The Three Little Pigs and the Ogre. There were 3 nice, fat little pigs. The first was small, the second was smaller, and the third was the smallest of them all. And these 3 little pigs thought of going out into the woods to gather acorns, because that's where the best acorns were to be found.
There's a great ogre who lives over there in the woods,
said the rooster. And he will eat you up, body and bones, said the speckled hen.
and that will be the end of you.
Said the rooster. The little pigs thought for a moment. The thought of becoming ogre snacks was not very nice at all. But the thought of an endless supply of tasty acorns was too much to resist. So off they went. They snuffled through bushes and rummaged through leaves, grazing as they went. They were having so much fun that they slowly drifted further and further away from each other. The littlest pig had his nose in the mud and happily crawled forward, eating as he went until his nose knocked into a huge, hairy, warty, stinky foot. He looked up straight into the evil eyes of the ogre.
Aha!
Roared the giant, wicked ogre.
It is a nice, plump little pig for my supper. Just what I've been waiting for.
Oh, Master Ogre, please don't eat me.
Squeaked the smallest of the little pigs in the smallest of voices.
There's a bigger pig than me around, and he will be here soon.
So the ogre let the smallest of the little pigs go, for he would rather have a larger pig if he could get it. Soon, the second little pig came along.
Aha!
Said the great wicked ogre.
I've been wanting just such a little pig as you for my supper for many days now.
Oh, Master Ogre,
said the middle-sized pig in his middle-sized voice.
don't take me for your supper. There's a bigger pig than I am coming along soon. Just wait for him.
Well, the ogre was satisfied to do that. So he waited, and by, sure enough, came the largest of the little pigs.
And now,
Said the great wicked ogre.
I will wait no longer, for you are just the pig I want for my supper. And so you may march along with me.
But the largest of the little pigs was as crafty as he was greedy.
Oh, very well.
He said,
I suppose I have no choice, oh mighty ogre. Only, have you got a roasted apple to serve with your meal? It wouldn't be a proper meal without apple.
No.
growled the ogre.
Dear, dear, what a pity. But you're in luck. If you just wait here, I will run home and get you some.
The ogre, who wasn't the cleverest of creatures, was satisfied with that. So off ran the little pig, and the ogre sat down on a stone and waited for him. Well, he waited and he waited and he waited and he waited. But did the pig return? Of course not!
And now,
Said the rooster later that day.
perhaps you will be content to stay at home, safe from ogres and other beasts. Are the acorns at home not good enough?
Perhaps they were, but that was not what the three little pigs thought. Soon enough, off they trotted into the woods. The littlest pig found all of the acorns that he wanted. But on his way home, who should he meet but the great wicked ogre?
Aha!
Said the ogre.
Lunchtime.
Hold on!
Cried the littlest pig.
Before you eat me, did you see 3 people running in the woods today?
No.
Grunted the ogre.
Dear, dear.
Said the smallest pig.
Because those 3 fellows were 3 wicked robbers. They have hidden a great sack full of money in that hole up there in the tree.
You can guess how the ogre pricked up his ears at this, and how he stared till his eyes were as big as saucers.
Just wait,
He said.
and I will be down again in a minute.
So he laid his jacket to one side, and up the tree he climbed, for he wanted to find that bag of money, and he meant to have it.
Did you find the hole?
Said the smallest of the little pigs.
Yes.
And did you find the money?
No.
Then goodbye.
Said the smallest of the little pigs, and off he trotted home, leaving the ogre to climb down the tree again.
Oh, come on, come back here.
One day, it was the middle-sized pig who would go out into the woods, for he also had a mind to taste the acorns there. So out into the woods, the middle-sized pig went. And there, he had all the acorns that he wanted. But by and by, the ogre came along.
Aha!
He said,
Now I have you for sure and certain.
but the middle-sized little pig just stood and stared at a great rock just in front of him. He said,
Don't talk to me now.
Why not?
whispered the ogre.
I'm looking at what is going on under that great rock over there. I can see little fairies brewing more beer than 37 men could drink.
I would like to see that for myself.
Whispered the ogre.
Very well.
Said the middle-sized pig.
There's nothing easier than to learn that trick. Just take a handful of leaves from this bush and rub them over your eyes. Then shut them tight and count to 50.
So the ogre gathered a handful of the leaves and rubbed them over his eyes, just as the middle-sized pig had said.
And now, are you ready?
Said the middle-sized little pig.
Yes.
Then shut your eyes and count.
So the ogre shut them as tightly as he could and began to count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And so on.
6,
And while he was counting,
9.
well, the little pig was running away home again. By and by, the ogre bawled out,
50.
and opened his eyes. Then he saw not more, but less than he had seen before, for the little pig was not there. And now it was the largest of the three little pigs, who began to talk about going out into the woods to look for acorns. After he had eaten all of the acorns that he wanted, he began to think of going home again. But just then, the ogre came stamping along.
Aha!
He said,
At last, something to fill my grumbling tummy.
That's all very well, Mr. Ogre. I would like nothing more than to be of service to you. But before you begin, did you know that at the farm over the hill is a storehouse filled with more sausages and good things than 2 men could count? There is a window there which is just big enough for you to squeeze through. Only you must promise to eat what you want and carry nothing away with you.
well, the ogre promised to eat all he wanted in the storehouse. And then off they went together. By and by, they came to the storehouse at the farm. And there, sure enough, was a window, and it was just large enough for the ogre to squeeze through without a button to spare in the sides. Dear, dear, how the ogre stuffed himself with the sausages and puddings and other good things in the storehouse. Soon, the little pig bawled out as loud as he could.
Have you had enough yet?
Shush.
Said the ogre.
Don't talk so loud, or you'll be waking everybody, and they'll know I'm here.
No.
Cried the little pig, louder than before.
But tell me, now have you had enough?
Yes. I've almost had enough. Just a few more bites. Be quiet.
Very well.
Cried the little pig as loud as he could.
If you have had enough, and if you have eaten all the sausages and all the puddings you can stuff into your mouth, I think it is about time that you are going. For here comes the farmer and 2 of his men to see what all the noise is about.
And sure enough, the farmer and his men were coming as fast as they could. But when the ogre heard them coming, he felt sure that it was time that he was getting away home again. And so he tried to get out of the same window that he had gotten in a little while before. But he had stuffed himself with so much of the good things that he had swelled up. And he got stuck in the storehouse window like a cork in a bottle and could budge neither one way nor the other. And that was a pretty pickle to be in.
Oh, hi!
Said the farmer.
You were after my sausages and puddings, were you? Then you will come no more.
And that was so. For when the farmer and his men were done with the ogre, he never went into the woods again. As for the 3 little pigs, they trotted away into the woods every day of their lives, for there was no one nowadays to stop them from gathering all the acorns that they wanted.
Hey guys, if you like this episode, please share it with your friends and family. It is one of the best ways to support BKFK Storytime.